Before beginning routine maintenance, ensure that the pump is not running or receiving an external run signal, that valves are closed and system pressure is relieved. The pump must remain powered on for routine maintenance. To perform this maintenance, we recommend having a clean cloth and shaft lubricant handy and to always wear appropriate personal protective equipment. First, undo the discharge connection from the process tubing or pipework. Next, from the home screen of the pump, enter maintenance mode by selecting Settings, Tube Settings, then select Install Replace Tube Element. On-screen instructions will walk you through the maintenance process step by step. Press Next on screen in maintenance mode. Remove the front cover by unscrewing the 4 thumb screws holding the cover in place. Note: ensure the washer separating the output shaft from the bearing in the cover remains with the pump. It will be replaced along with the front cover. Press Next on screen and, following the instructions, press and hold the start and stop buttons simultaneously to engage the rotor. Allow the rotor to turn until the red button faces the suction and discharge side of the pump. Press Next on screen and, using one of the thumb screws or a small tool, press the red rotor button to disengage the rotor from the shaft. The rotor will slide over, releasing all tension on the tube assembly. Once tension is relieved and chemical has flowed back into the supply line, undo the suction side connections to the tube assembly. Once disconnected, press Next in maintenance mode and follow instructions to remove and dispose of the tube assembly. Remove the rotor assembly by sliding it off the output shaft. Remove the washer behind the rotor and place it to the side. Using a clean rag and mild degreaser, inspect the pump head for any debris or chemical which could come in contact with the rotor or interfere with the optical leak detection sensor. Once cleaned and inspected, the rotor can be reinstalled. Place the washer on the output shaft. Add grease and assemble the new rotor onto the D-shaped output shaft by sliding it into place. This can only be assembled one direction on the D-shaft, so there is no concern in assembling incorrectly. With the rotor now assembled and in place, position the new tube assembly, ensuring the fitting connections align to the keyed location in the pump housing. Once the tube and rotor have been assembled, continue to follow the on-screen instructions by pressing Next. Press and hold the start and stop buttons simultaneously to engage the rotor to the tube assembly. The rotor will slowly turn, using the integrated ramp in the pump housing to re-engage the sliding mechanism and recompress the tube. Release the start and stop buttons after one rotation of the rotor assembly. Press Next on screen. Replace the washer and the front cover, tightening down the thumb screws. After replacement, press Next on screen. Your tube change is now complete. On-screen selections will allow you to reset the runtime counter, calibrate the pump, enter maintenance reminder settings, or return home. It is recommended to calibrate the pump after each tube change. Reconnect suction and discharge tubing and open process valves. The pump is now ready to return to operation. And remember, it's self-priming, so turn it on and it will begin pumping. Your pump is now ready to return to normal operation. Refer to your Operations and Maintenance Manual for more detail. The Operations and Maintenance Manual are easily accessible by scanning the QR code affixed to each pump or by visiting our support site, support.lmipumps.com.